What's up? We're here in Escondido, California at this beautiful mansion, and so excited to host this awesome recruiting summit. It's our third annual, where we bring about 100 and some people in, a bunch of speakers, and we just dive into direct sales recruiting, because the people making the most money in this business are the guys that know how to sell and recruit. Those that want to get residual income, make money in overrides, grow teams, not always be the one having to knock the doors. Those are the guys that are making an impact, and they're the recruiters, and there's so much to learn when it comes to the art of recruiting. So super excited to see what these guys have to teach, this experience, and let's dive in. All right, so today's day one. We've got Shalev, we've got Luke, we've got Jared, Steven, myself, a bunch of workshops. We're gonna dive into really it's just how do you find people in different really creative ways, and then how do you go sign them, onboard them, and then get them going. And that's kind of the process of this whole recruiting summit, is just learning tactical skills and then just being inspired really to do the action. So my job throughout this whole summit is just to get people to actually do the recruiting. And the goal of the summit is to get over 200 people signed within the next 30 days collectively between all of the attendees.
Communication is the fundamental of everything. It's either a personal relationship, selling, leading, anything is communication. So in NLP, the communication model is very simple. And I want to go over that communication model so you understand how that looks. I guess I got to be really close to that. Okay, so this is NLP model of communication. So I want to explain this to you guys first. The way that our brain works, and this is really, really important. The way that our brain works is this. NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. Neuro is our neurology. It's what our senses are capturing in anytime there's an event that is happening in the real world, okay? The L stands for linguistic. Linguistic is how do we verbalize, how do we explain to ourselves what just happened? And then the programming is the end result of the behavior. So whether you're selling somebody, whether you're recruiting somebody, whether you're in a relationship, like your spouse, at the end of the day, anything in our life, any results that our life brings to us is as a result of our behavior. Do you agree?
Anybody want to guess what the #1 overlooked demographic in recruiting, especially in our space, door-to-door spaces?
Connection and love?
No, demographic.
Women.
That's right. We're idiots. The door-to-door bros, it's women crush us. Hate to say it, 4% of my team is always female. Always. Why? #1, they're better. Sorry guys, they just are. Why? Who's better? Listeners.
If you could design a fictional character that's gonna make your company tens of millions of dollars and recruit 100 people just like them, and you were gonna clone them and take over the world and make billions, what does that recruit look like, think like, talk like, how old are they? So I'm gonna give you a few things to write down, and then I want you guys later to go a little bit deeper on this. So the first thing is what's their age? Obviously, it's not like if you say 25 and they're 27, you're not really hiring those guys. It's just overall, what's your ideal demographic, your ideal age, right? Every one of us has a subset or a culture, and most of the time, not always, but the majority of the people in your office like similar things. We've all heard the phrase like attracts like. We like people who are like us. Consciously, maybe not, but subconsciously, if you look at your 5 friends, they're all gonna be pretty similar to you in the way that they communicate, their values, their morals, what they like to do, all that stuff.
Culture is something that should drive action and set expectations. That is the role of your culture. It's so much more than just feel good, right? It might be 100 doors knocked, no matter what. Come hell, high water, that is your minimum number. That's part of the culture, right? For us, we had something where anytime someone would make a big sale, compared to what other people in the company might have thought a big sale was, every single rep in our group chat would post #DDJ, doing the job. Just meant, hey, that's the expectation. It's nothing to celebrate. We used to do this thing where if anyone posted a fire emoji after a big sale, they'd be kicked out of the group chat for 2 hours. We're like, no fire emojis, that's not fire, that's doing the job. That's what's expected. That's culture.
Is because you go do the shit, you will have empathy. And if you have empathy, then no one can push around or give you the ability
to give in on someone's requests. Like, hey man, my car broke down and I just couldn't get there to the meeting. And you're like, well, did you have it and go do it the night before? Because I've been there and I just got my tires filled. I filled my car up the night before so I could get to area on time. And it's not that I'm being a jerk, but you can hold the line as a leader if you've done it because you know what it takes. And that's so important, so much. That's the first thing I'm saying. Because if you lead with sympathy, you'll be ran over left and right. You can't lead with sympathy. You're just a manager. And we're not talking about being managers. Sam didn't ask me to come teach you how to run a team and be a manager, which I'm sure I can do that. But the best way to be a manager is to be a leader. The best way to be a leader is to be a recruiter. And there's no one better than this man right here. So people don't follow average, they only follow the best.
But if you're going to recruit somebody from outside of our industry and our culture, this is crucial to retention. This is crucial. And what I said at the very beginning of this whole thing is that you retain in order to recruit. So what happens if I take really good care of you and you come in and you have a great experience and you're not from this industry? I have a motto, it's U+2. When you come in and you work with me on my team, I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know to be successful, and you're going to love it so much that you're gonna wanna bring at least 2 people with you. It's not something I say in the interview or else it's MLM, right? I'm like, you gotta bring 2 people to get your first, right? You teach them about that principle a week or 2 in. But it's U+2. If I've taken really good care of them, they're going to multiply. So the reason why we are able to bring in so many recruits is not because we're bringing in 500 recruits. That's not why. It's because we're bringing in 100 or 200 that are willing to get 2 friends. That's why. That's how you multiply.
But my whole mission is to create community that empowers and creates opportunity for people to live and be here forever. Does that make sense? And too many people go start a solar dealer, go start a roofing company, go start this thing with no foresight. It's about them. It's about, I am running this thing, and as long as I'm winning, we're good. And it's hard to stay long-term in that type of leadership. You guys following? So as you grow and scale, there's some people like Zach that are going through acquisitions and big, and there's some people that are like 3-man deep. Huge variety in here. But as you grow and scale, a fast way is having good vision. Where there's no vision, the people perish. And so when you have vision and you can help create this opportunity, your people have a clear opportunity to run towards that.
Recruiting battle. Everyone's got their ammunition. Got him. Let's capture the flag. May the best battlelist win. The battlelist. Let's go. It's gonna be actually really cool. They earn points throughout the whole event, different challenges, and then they turned in those points for ammunition, swords, shields, helmets, all the stuff, and strategized on the recruiting strategy of how they wanted to use the lives, how they wanted to use the swords, how they wanted to use the guns, because recruiting's a strategy. It's like us versus them. A lot of times you're getting competitor people, you're getting people out of their jobs, and it takes strategy. So you know, we just said, hey, let's teach this like a battle, and it takes strategy to go and scale your team and take over the world. Let's go.